So basically, wow. I fucking gave today everything I had. And I'm so tired. Like, from the second I woke up, it's 11:15 now, and I've just been, like, so present all day. And, like, it's so wild. I've been just, like, noticing that my relationship with food is a lot different. And, like, usually I eat more than I need to, and then it makes me tired. But now I'm like, oh, like, I actually don't really feel like eating. Like, I don't feel like I need that right now, but then I'll be, like, very hungry and, like, eat when I'm hungry and listen to my body, and that's been cool. So, like, I've never been able to, like, well, I won't say that. I've never approached my family in the way that I did today. It's so wild, because I went into this class being like, oh shit, like, you know, like, this is gonna be fucked, and, like, like, what am I getting myself into, like, just, yeah, like, thinking that I would dive deeper into these stories I have about myself and my family, when that's really not what happened at all. And I wasn't able to do my crucial conversation with my brother a couple of days ago, and I had a crucial conversation with my brother and my dad and my mom today, like, right, like, we spent the day together and, like, went out and did some stuff, and then came back, and I, like, took a second to center myself, and then, like, we have, like, 2 hotel rooms, and so, like, I met with my brother first, then he, like, went up, and I was, like, they just, like, it was, like, boom, 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 and I was, like, so present with each of them, and I've never had a conversation with that. Wait, I've never had a conversation like that with my brother ever before. I was just thinking, like, I wonder if they can hear me, and then I was like, should I be worried that they can hear me? But I was like, will I be able to fully, like, say what I need to say? I don't know if the window's open. I'm gonna go sit over here so that I can just, like, fully say my things. I don't know why, like, this is, like, really not much further away, but it makes a difference in my mind, so I'm gonna do it. Whew. Holy shit, yeah, with my brother, like, he really fucking showed up, and it was so cool, because he, like, oh my god, I feel like, he was talking a lot about, like, I experienced a lot of, like, all of my parents are, all 3 all of my family members brought up the, like, the fear they had about me in high school, with, like, living. They all were, like, scared that I was gonna die in high school, and had a really hard time with that situation. And my brother shared with me that, like, I mean, he was, like, I didn't talk to him at all about it. Like, we were super disconnected during that time, and, like, he was like, yeah, like, everything I heard was, like, overhearing from mom and dad stuff that I had no idea was happening, and, like, I was like, I just never approached you about it because I felt awkward, and, like, I didn't know, like, I didn't feel prepared at all for that situation. Like, I didn't know what I would do, and and then I ended up talking about, like, with my shame worksheet being like, I feel a lot of shame around, like, not being good enough in terms of, like, school and these certain aspects, because I feel like, and I've felt a lot of competition with you in that, being like perceiving you as the perfect kid and, like, all of the things that I wasn't. And he reflected to me that he has perceived me that way in different ways, being like, well, I mean, you've always been, like, so outgoing and, like, social and like doing these things that I feel like I couldn't do. And he's got, like, a lot of fear of people and relationships, and, like, has a hard time getting out of his comfort zone. And I feel like he really, really got out of his comfort zone today, and, like, we had such a good conversation. And then, like, he scooted closer to me to hug me, and I just, like knocked him over, and we were just, like, laying together, and I would, like, had my head on his shoulder, and we were, like, holding each other, and it just, like, it's never really happened before, and I don't think he experiences that a lot, like, that, just, like, physical closeness, and it felt really good, and we were crying together, and I cried with all of them, like, cried with my dad about, like, I mean, I feel like there's just so much content that, I don't know, I guess for me, I felt like it was really cool to, like, because I felt these things come up and be like, oh, I could get really fucking triggered right now, and, like, but, like, I was able to, like, I felt like I was able to be so present with them in what they were saying, and, like, the only space where it kind of wavered was with my mom, which came last, and, like, it was with my brother and my dad, we were, like, sticking to the format more, and then, like, verging a bit from it, like, in the final, like, reflective kind of conversation. But then with my mom, like, we were kind of, like, diving in, and I felt like I heard her talk about, like, she said stuff that she's never said to me, and I felt grateful for, like, I felt guilt, but not shame, like, which was cool. And I feel like at first I was trying to, like, make sure she didn't feel guilty, but then I realized I just didn't want her to feel shame. Like, I wanted to be like, and then I said, like, yeah, I mean, you've fucked up, and I've fucked up, and, like, we're not fuck-ups, and, like, yeah, I was just, like, recognizing all the ways that she's been a really good parent, and, like, a good human, you know, and she's, like, done what she thought was best, and she's, like, worked so fucking hard to, like, give us what she didn't have growing up, and, like, what she would have wanted, you know. And yeah, I feel like I felt a lot of forgiveness and love for her, and, like seeing her through her lens. I feel so pooped in a really good way, like, when I'm just like, oh, like, I'm proud of how hard I worked today, and I did so well, and, like, I'm really grateful for, like, I was just thinking, like, I'm so grateful that you're my mom, because I have so much to learn with you, and, like, I'm fucking good. Yeah, I guess that's it.